Hey, did you look at that? It's that DLC that was announced a year ago. I think I'm actually dying inside. Hey, what's going on, my gravy babies? It's me, iSorrowproductions, back in the world of Hearts of Iron 4. Let the torture begin. So yeah, I got Man the Guns early. I've been waiting a whole year for it. And honestly, my only big gripe right now is the fact, why the hell does South Africa look like it was washed with a red sock in the wash now? You clearly don't know that you need to split your whites and your colours. Oh my god, no. That's my edgy Kotaku joke for the month gone, and probably why I won't be getting the next DLC. But Man the Guns gives you a whole new bunch of things to do in the game, such as interesting rule sets and new focus trees and one of the big nations that got redone was the US of A, whose focus trees, you could say, were a little bit crippled before. I think I've used that joke before. But yeah, I am going to check out Re-establish the Gold Standard. Don't worry, I'll do both of them. I can't do Communist as well in this, but I will do America first and go down to the Confederates, because I know you're all jerking after that already, you dirty little right-wing fascists. Oh yeah, General Ely, let me suck your dick. Oh yeah, that's one thing that we have now. We actually have the government to deal with, I know. We can't just go about doing whatever the hell we want like we want to do. We have to appease politicians. Puerto Rico! Now, of course, one of the big things that Man the Guns has done is rework the naval system completely. One of the big things I've immediately found a while back on my first playthrough was if you train your ships, which you can do now, as the US, as someone who has a lot of oil, you can basically train them forever because you have the oil to do so, which means, yeah, I'm getting a lot of naval XP. If you've played the game before, you know why that's a big deal. Now, originally I thought this was just a bit bugged to the US, especially against Japan, as Japan wouldn't really stand a chance, considering you can now also use your XP to research naval doctrines, but I'm pretty sure they can just import oil and do the same. You see, if states aren't voting for you, just create new states that will. So yeah, now that you can use naval XP to actually help you do research buffs against new technology, it basically means you can get a hell of a lot of good technology very fast as the US or just about anyone that can really facilitate training their navy for literally no downside. 1937, almost 1938, I have the full support of the House. I've actually gone off of isolationist. I'm now civilian economy. I'm doing war propaganda. I have 20% war support, and I think I can take Germany right now, actually. Yeah, it seems with this new patch, the US just gets so much war support so early with so many different varieties. Like right now, I could declare war on Japan because my navy's so far ahead of them. I think I could probably actually take them, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to demand compensation. Give me another 5% war support. I can get another 5% like literally like that as well, and we can go straight up to early mobilization. Oh my, this is a little bit OP. Yeah, I just want to note that I'm having no problem whatsoever getting Congress on my side. They all love me. They love the fact I want to just blow the world up. Now, on top of that, if you rush this focus on Europe, one instead of going down the economic ones like I did, because I wanted to get rid of the Great Depression ASAP, you can actually start getting even more war support very quickly. You know, about to get rid of the Great Depression, already got early mobilization, can get limited conscription from a focus, and I'm basically unstoppable already. Would you look at that? Another intervention focus right there gives me an extra 5% war support. This is so broken. Yeah, on top of that, every time Germany does something or anyone in the world raises tension, we can also protest against it, get over 5% war support up to 50% war support. Oh my partial move! You can also go ahead and just start a faction with a bunch of people from South America and the Caribbean. It doesn't really benefit you much. They're not that great, in all honesty. I can protest against the annexation of Albania for 5 war support. The people of America demand justice! Hey, what's that? Just the best torpedoes you can get in 1939. I love it, naval XP. See that, boys? No? Not spotting it? Yeah, that's right. It's because I got rid of the Great Depression. Hey, you know what? Screw it. Let's just go to war, Germany. 1939. That was when the US declared war on Germany. You know, all those films that portray D-Day are going to be a lot different when they land on the beaches of Normandy, and they're just literally just starting to dig the trenches to like stop them. Hoorah, Marines! Watch out for the garrison of 5 sheep farmers. Yeah. So after I landed in Normandy, I just sort of let the speed go. I didn't really push past this point just to see if the Germans could eventually stop me, but they never did, and I'm just going to go ahead and see if they could stop. No, okay, yeah, we've won this game. On to the next one. Alright, this time we'll do your favorite one, shall we? Oh, I don't even want to know how many YouTube videos are going to be like unleashed immediately. Just, oh, rebuilding the Confederate States of America. What if the Confederate States of America... Right, so this time around, we don't want to keep Mr. Roosevelt in his seat. No pun intended there. We want to go ahead and get the Republican Party in control and give our boy Alf Landon a shot. He's got a portrait, everyone! This time around, we're going to go ahead and re-establish the gold standard. Yeah, that's a good idea. Let's keep the currency tied to a piece of metal. Yeah, even with the ahistorical path here, I can immediately just get off civilized really easy. And I've got 39% war support without even doing the intervention focuses. This is really good. Now, yeah, you see, we're trying to redo the CSA. People don't like that, so don't mind me just gonna get a bit of foreign support from my trustworthy allies over here. The German Reich approves training camps. True American. So yeah, you go down enough of your focuses trying to do the CSA, well, boy, you get yourself a rebellion. Yeah, it's up here. It's not that bad. Yet. So yeah, the Civil War is pretty simple. You just want to get the free core as soon as you can after the Civil War, not during. And then you want to make sure you get the Bund as well, which is under the same focus, because then you won't lose too much states, but you should only lose the West and the Northeast, and then you can raise free core, you get loads of troops. It's an easy war. But I did mess it up the first time. Nothing like crushing the liberty of people. Also, you do get an event if you want to have MacArthur in charge, but I honestly, it's my bae. It's my bae, Alf Landon, alright? He's my true bae, the one true bae. Civil War over. Yay. Yeah, that's a no from me. So I wanted to show you guys what happens if you don't do the Honor the Confederacy thing during the Civil War, because this is what I did the first time I did it, is you actually can't do this focus. I don't know if it unlocks later on, because you're not fascist, you can't do it, you can't switch fascist, but just make sure you do it during the Civil War. That means you won't have to cheat like I just showed you there. Oh no, Alf Landon's kicking out the Chinese. But once you have gone ahead and done the Honor of the Confederacy thing, you can go ahead, you can get the Confederacy back. Completely forgot, I'm still at war with the Philippines, so I need to go deal with that. That's pretty interesting. So you can just reclaim colonies from people whose land you don't even own, which is interesting. You can do that to the Dutch, the British, to the French, the Danish. It's great. You can also go down the war focus and just invade Cuba. Yeah, it's Cubalicious. But there's so many focuses where you can just snake land off of people. It's great, but it's weird. You little pussy boys. Confederate Greenland. Mexico was trying to go communist. I don't think so. Now, even if their AI says no to these decisions, you can just keep doing it over and over again for another 50 pp. It's great. It literally means nothing, although the land is completely useless and probably not worth the 50 pp, but if you like RPing, you can RP the Confederate Falkland Islands. It just never ends. There you go. I just get war goals on people that don't want to be my vassal, and I get loads of people that do want to be my vassal for free through a focus. So I've noticed the Axis seems to be doing a lot better in these games. I've seen Japan do this like twice now, and I've also seen the Allies always lose Africa, and Germany just goes ham. I thought they were supposed to be nerfed. So went toward Japan to see just how, you know, that would go. And I'm absolutely dunking all over their navy, unsurprisingly. There you go, 21 Japanese destroyers down. No, this isn't even my navy fighting them. This is just close air support. Oh my god. Nagasaki time! Well, Japan's dead. I guess on to the next game. Alright, so both Mexico and the Netherlands also got a focus tree, but the only other big country that got one was the UK of all countries. Now, I'm not going to look too much into breaking this one. This one's just going to be a casual playthrough, as you would say. I'm not that interested in like a British overhaul one. I feel like it's already been done a billion times over with mods, but we'll give it a look. Now, because I don't have any fuel, technically I can't just have my navy running around the world training endlessly for endless amounts of XP, but I'm pretty sure just because I can trade oil off other countries, I can still do it. So King Edward, he wants to marry a woman who's been divorced, is of non-royal blood, and most importantly, she's American. Yeah, sure thing. Go ahead. Well, the Prime Minister is trying to stop me, but what's the point of being king if you can't tell people what to do? Go f*** yourself. Bit of bad news. My whole government just walked out. They also took the kids with them. God damn it. Oh, he took over the country, and his first act of decree was to put this monstrosity in charge. It looks aesthetically pleasing, but come on, it's a bit medieval. But speaking of medieval, time to invade Ireland. Also, to any IRA members out there, I'm not really interested in Ireland. Please, for the love of God, don't put a pipe bomb through my letterbox. And I feel like invading Iraq for their oil. Yeah, I don't really agree with the whole who's getting custody of the kids thing, so I think I'm just going to take them for myself. Yeah, I'm also going to go ahead and retake Canada, who is allied with the US, and I'm also going to take South Africa, and you can also go ahead and release these, like, little rebels inside of them, that's great, but, one thing, yeah, I have to join the Axis because, for whatever reason, Czechoslovakia didn't say yes to Germany, so they joined Canada's faction when they declared war, and, yeah, also the USA was in that war. It's a real messy peace conference. Ah, that's weird. I also took more of France there, but it's still owned by Republican Spain, who are at war with them, but maybe it'll flip back to me? I don't actually know when that's going to update. Ah, see you later, Mr. Schmittler. Ah, well, the land finally flipped back to me, and I've accidentally encircled the entire Spanish army in there. That's my bad. Ah, I declared war on Burma to retake it. They formed a faction with Sweden. Right, well, as well smash the Germans while they're not expecting it. Yeah, it's basically the same Britain. Yeah, unsurprisingly, when you got 1,300 factories, Japan's not that much of a challenge either. Good DLC so far. It looks like I have over 6 hours of footage for HOI4, so I think we're going to leave it here. I kind of got carried away here. I don't know how much I'm going to leave in the video, but there is one event I need to make sure I put in, which is the Declare American Monarchy event. Boom, there you go. My wife's now in control of America. Jesus Christ, that is one heck of a I need one of those. I need one of those.